I'm going to prove it to you that a student can get 5 fuck buddies during COVID-19. My student, 5 fuck buddies. And here we go. Don't worry, it's all censored, so there's mosaics on it. 2 Chinese, Brazilian, white girl, fuck buddy, and lastly, here's another one. This is the second newest one, and lastly, this one. They're all censored. It's not like you can see anything. There's still mosaics. 5 fuck buddies. So that's during COVID-19 lockdown. Let's get right to it. Okay. How do you know that it's possible to get laid during lockdown? I know it sounds crazy because we are so used to hearing it's all impossible to get laid during Daygame, during lockdown. And while that's important, I'm going to share these 3 secrets with you today. That is going to revolutionize the way you think about social skills. I am Johnny Elite. I am the best Daygame coach in the world who has 461 laid poll testimonials. So what is social skills and social calibrations? It's the skills that builds the ultimate trust with women during a pandemic. You're basically in a tribe using social skills. And those who use game or socio skills is the out tribe, unless they are in an easier country like Eastern Europe, Mexico, or Brazil. And with their foreigner money and high status advantage. So I'm going to share with you 3 secrets about the skills that builds the ultimate trust with women during a pandemic and how you can get laid in the West without being in a third world country where women has no income. And I know what you're probably thinking. Would it work for you too? Or just my students? Well, then again, I'm going to show you a great way to improve your social skills with Elite 30 from hard case to hero and get amazing results. So the first secret is social skills is the only thing that cuts through COVID-19 for Daygame. The big idea here is that COVID-19 is like a stormy ocean. Social skills is the only way you can keep your head above water, then float and swim towards the get laid during COVID-19 island. This is important because most of you have been sinking using game tactics, trying to be gamey, high-fiving, and autistic fuck spam approaching. Well, Elite 30, the skills is to float during a pandemic. So a Skype is like swimming, like a swimming lesson, in which my London student went through. 2 of them so far. He's already got 5 fuck buddies. Like I said, success leaves clues. 5 fuck buddies. Number 1, 2, in case you see it, 2, 3. Oh, another black student just polled, but she had herpes, so therefore I didn't want to tell him to go for the lay because she could spread herpes or whatever. And 5. All right. So Elite 30 is the skills to float during a pandemic. A Skype is like swimming, like we said that. But Elite Access is the life preserver. And I'm throwing you, the students, a life preserver so you can grab onto it. And, while it's easier to sink during COVID-19, you can grab onto it, follow the advice, and do exactly. So that way you don't do it yourself. Because some students, they grab on the life preserver, and they're like, I know that, and then they let it go, and then they sink because they do it their way. So the second secret is not going direct. The main thing to understand here is that you want to go indirect to stop her. Then to switch to adaptive openers, statements of empathy, and then calling out the elephant in the room. This means Direct Game or any of the other Daygame systems already failed for their products and services. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You need to learn how to disarm her fear. It isn't some stupid, hey, I gotta talk to you real quick, neutral opener bullshit with an autistic face without facial expressions. It's like weapon disarming in Krav Maga. Daygame takes a few steps for the openers. Just like Krav Maga, when you have to disarm the gun, redirect the line of fire, control the weapon, attack the attacker, and disarm. 4 steps to disarm. Just like you have to disarm her fear. We are not animals with 1 or 2 steps like an autistic person. She needs to walk into your kill zone, metaphorically speaking, of course. She needs to walk into there. So it's kind of like a Vietnamese war jungle. When they went there, they stepped into the kill zone. They got hit and then they ran. The soldiers ran. So it's kind of like a hit and run. It's like an ambush, and they get the fuck away, and then U.S. troops get hurt. Metaphorically speaking, but when it's talking about women, it's the same thing. You gotta make sure they stop, and you gotta weapon disarm them, which is their fear of COVID-19. If you don't get rid of their fear, it's not gonna work. It doesn't mean it's complicated. Like Albert Einstein said, make everything simple, but not simpler. These are the first principles. You need to get her to stop. You need to get her fear disarmed, and you must deal with COVID-19. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So basically, the third secret is you don't depend on Tinder during the lays for COVID-19. Because for any lay testimonials for COVID-19, most of the guys who got laid during COVID-19 for their testimonials are all white. Maybe 95, 96% of them are white. This is key because it wouldn't work for anyone else, since you'll be wasting your time and money if you are a minority. Also, my students got 5 fuck buddies without Tinder or seeking arrangements as a lead generation bullshit. As you are more impressed, are you more impressed by a tall autistic guy with no facial expressions, with 3 women, like 2 blondes and 1 Brazilian, using Tinder, or a tall London student who's autistic too, doing Daygame during a lockdown in a Western country, not during a easier country like Eastern Europe or Brazil or Mexico? I know what you're thinking, right? It's definitely possible, but you aren't sure if you can swim like my students during a pandemic. Well, the tricky thing is that you are depressed. You can't even think, since you are having less income right now. You want to hold on to your money instead of investing it with me. I get it. But if you invest it with me, I would teach you how to swim across the COVID-19 stormy ocean without using Tinder. And I've developed this Elite 30 from hard case to hero program that you can have an extra 15 minutes on Skype with me on top of the free 1 hour Skype for Elite 30. You just have to request it and I'll give it to you, where I'll be explaining what supplements to take to get rid of your depression on Skype. Also, what supplements to take to get rid of your cortisol, your stress hormone, and how much of it to take. Also, tips on how to practice at home, how to get over your approach anxiety. Maybe if I like talking to you. However, in that 15 minutes, that will take away your excuses. I'm the only Daygame coach in the world with this many student-led testimonials in Daygame during COVID-19 for my products and services. No one else posted any real proof that of their student results. They're just letting them talk as if they don't even know what the fuck they taught. Like, what system are they teaching? They have no idea. They have no idea whatsoever. And I see no real proof, unlike my students getting laid during COVID-19. Because my students, they WhatsApp me and they send me the pictures on WhatsApp, and they also make a video testimonial on top of everything. And I post the pics there. So what is this going to do? I'm going to add a 15-minute Skype on top of the 1 hour Skype. So I'll be explaining what supplements to take so you can stop being a depressed snowflake cunt. Not catching COVID-19 in the process, and getting laid as fast as possible, like my students, who also macro dose on vitamin D, so that way they don't catch COVID as easily or spread it. They've been macro dosing on vitamin D for so long, even before they've been announcing all over the news that vitamin D can reduce the chance of hospitalization or death. Along with what will get rid of the cortisol, also have to practice at home before they make a few approaches using a mirror. A $30 fucking mirror from Walmart, and just tilt it against the wall. I'm going to teach you how to use all these tools. And as the best Daygame coach in the world, with 461 laid pool testimonials, and the only Daygame coach in the world that has students laid from my product and services for COVID-19 for Daygame with proof, what I want to do is teach you how to build your neural pathways so that you can drill down your social skills, social calibrations, your habits at home, like all my students who rehearsed it and got laid during COVID-19. So you don't have to, SMV. You don't have to SMV failing and drowning in the stormy ocean. So what I've done is I've added this extra 15-minute Skype to help you swim to the get laid during COVID-19 island. In fact, I'm going to write on my sales letter today at the top somewhere. If you click the link below to my sales letter. Sign up for Elite 30 or the bundle where I'll give you an extra 2 15-minute Skype sessions. Just like small little Skype sessions. I don't believe in 30-minute strategy sessions, which are basically a mousetrap. Other coaches, they get you because you want free value. And then they later on, the mousetrap springs over your neck. This is not like that. This is to get you the results so I can take care of the early stuff early on. I honestly don't know how much longer I'm going to keep this Elite 30 from Hard Case to Hero deal available. And I might raise the prices and I might take away the Skypes in the future. Because too many students are getting too much results while the poor students are taking it for granted. So click on the link. Remember, I'm always here to help. And I can't tell you all the amazing results I've gotten for the day gamers, just like you, because there's just too many. Struggling during how to get laid during the lockdown. I also have a deal where you can add elite access to your bundle if you choose. But today I'm talking about Elite 30 from Hard Case to Hero, which is amazing. I can't wait to see you on the inside. Have a good day. Yeah, what's up? So anyways, what's up lately is that a student's got 5 fuck buddies so far during COVID-19 during lockdown. Feel free to ask questions. So here's one of the blowjob. Asian turned into a fuck buddy. Okay, don't worry, they're all censored. You can't see shit. A Brazilian turned into a fuck buddy. Here's a white girl. These two turn into a. Don't worry, it's all censored. Turn into a fuck buddy. And here's another Argentinian one. Turn into a fuck buddy. Don't worry, it's all censored. You can't see shit. And lastly, the newest one yesterday, I posted my blog. This is 5 fuck buddies right here. Don't worry, it's all censored. So the mosaic's light, but it's all censored. That's what's up. And this is the only place in the world that has this much student results during COVID-19. This is the only solution to the COVID-19 problem. So I just wanted to spread the good news that it is not only possible. Let's talk about the other students that I haven't talked about because I didn't have time to post it all on my Facebook. The other student is a black student who pulled a girl home, but she had herpes. So therefore I told him not to go for the lay. You're like, what the fuck? So that happened yesterday. And at the same time, they had this 5th laid fuck buddy testimonial thing. Also, before that, 1 second. Yeah, of course, this is a more censored version, but this is the other fuck buddy of the student. Doesn't take long to get more. I banged her again, another fuck buddy. It's like, what the fuck? What is this sorcery? No other dating coaches have this kind of student results. There's the white girl. And over here, the student got married. He got fucking married during a pandemic under my training. You're like, this is impossible. The student results are impossible. Another student pulled, nothing happened. He always fucks it up. Brazilian fuck buddy. This was more censored. The white one more censored. This one more censored. You're like, holy shit, man. What the fuck? Black student over here, 2 fuck buddies. Right? That's the 2nd fuck buddy. You're like, this is impossible, man. This is impossible. Another student in India, he got laid during COVID-19. And you're like, oh, this is impossible. It's not impossible. 50-year-old man who pulled a woman home. 50-year-old student. He's no longer my student right now. Let's see here. But yeah, it just keeps going. Middle Eastern student during COVID-19, he banged a model and he banged 2 Latinas. You're like, that's impossible, John. It's not impossible. It's my system. It is possible. So I hope this sort of breaks your whole. This is not during the lockdown that time, but however, I hope this shatters every belief you ever had about Daygame, because only through John Elite's system can you get this kind of results. This is his first fuck buddy during John Elite access. You're like, oh, that's impossible. No, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. And here's the women in the shower coming out of it. He's like, whoa, man. Man around the college area. So this is the screenshot, man around the college, blah, blah, blah. How much proof do you need, guys? Because now it seems like everyone is on food stamps or they're fucking poor. And they just don't seem to be like responding that well to my student results. Is really disappointing because the entire month I've been posting for half the month nonstop student results. And I got nothing but indifference from you guys. There's a black student, the first lay or a fuck buddy. I can go on all day. It doesn't end. This was his Brazilian fuck buddy before. So you guys think it's impossible? Oh, the black student also got a hand job in the car. I forgot to mention that after I changed his pants and fashion and stuff. Let's see. Got laid. Okay, another student got laid. COVID-19. It just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. Every program has student results. So if you're not training under me and you're thinking, oh, I don't have as much money, Biden didn't give me the stimulus check yet. Well, I just want to say, like, do you depend on a stimulus check or you want to invest in yourself? That's all I gotta say. Success leaves clues. Since everyone's like a zombie these days and they can't even be on here, I'm gonna end this stream. So I hope you enjoy today's stream to show that not only is it possible with Johnny Lee's training, it is very, very possible. See you next video. Johnny Lee Concepts is coming up. I'm going to be making a concept series so that way you guys can listen to it, and you won't get bullshitted by red pill coaches anymore. That's a good thing. You will not be bullshitted by red pill coaches saying, here's the real concepts of everything. You can calculate all the value and all the adaptations you need to make. Pandemic Daygame free course coming up soon. Well, it's free. It does not interfere with the Elite 30 Elite Playbook. Those are still my main core offerings. It's just another Asian sensation kind of course, very small, just a little bit sample, just to get people out there approaching. Other than that, yes, get Elite 30 from Hard Case to Hero. That's all I gotta say. Hope you learned something. I hope that expands your mindsets. I know you're all depressed, but if you get my course, I can tell you exactly what supplements to take so you guys can get rid of your depression. Later.